Are we recording now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can tell you that before my entire journey began, I had internal conflict with confidence, with self-doubt, with trying to be the one in control and fix everything. And those are just a few. Your turn.
Before Rooted, I knew I had a story that I wanted to share with people, but I struggled with knowing how to share it. Well, I think not really even knowing my full story, being able to talk about it in Rooted brought things up that I didn't even realize.
Well, for me, it was a series of circumstances, and the journey began when we started attending the church because of Matt and Kelly. And from then on, Kelly texted me and said, "Hey, would you be interested in doing this?" And because I had started down this path, I was excited to keep going. I didn't know what the experience was going to be. I didn't know what of me it was going to take, but the two facilitators were well known to me through other social activities, so I think it made me feel more comfortable. And just the sharing of the stories during the sessions is what made it okay for me to feel the fears I felt and to start shifting control of my life and what I couldn't control to God.
Just knowing that it was a safe place to talk about whatever was on my mind, and to know that I was heard, and not only heard, but people would respond in ways that I've never been responded to. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Just knowing or feeling important enough to share my story. And I loved the weekly devotionals where God would just really speak to me in my quiet times, and then I was able to bring that to the group and talk about that too.
For me, quite frankly, barn doors have opened in my life. My whole attitude and outlook towards people, situations, my heart is so full. And I don't know if that's the correct term, but I read the Bible every day, even though I may not understand each and every passage. I read books and excerpts every day to try and, if conflicts come up, help me deal with them and how I deal with them through the Lord. And I've just become much more peaceful, I think, overall. I'm sleeping better. I don't stay awake at night thinking about, okay, what do I have to do to fix this problem? I hand it over and I say, God, just help me through it. And I've heard him speak to me in several different ways, in not so much quiet time, but if something comes up, just something pops in my brain and said, you need to do this. And it's usually an act of kindness or generosity when the time is needed. So that's how it's changed me. And I think it's probably added many more years to my life because of it.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I've taken from Rooted is how valuable it is to really know your story and to really be confident in it and be confident in sharing your story with people, because it could help someone else in their life. And I just feel like I know myself even deeper, and it really even grew my marriage deeper, just being able to share the deepest parts of my life with him, and just appreciating God's love and his grace even more in my life.